Offense.
That's going to set them back 5 yards. Now they need after the delay of game, 1st and 15. Here's Love. It's a 5-yard pickup, so essentially they get the penalty yardage back, and it's back to 2nd and 10.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
Throwing on 2nd down. Haskins. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the former first-rounder Jimmy Ward. The Red Sea parts, and there he goes. And he will score. Touchdown, LA. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski. Okay, Oski was an interception.
Different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski.
Undercut, undercut, undercut.
Now problems right out of the gate.
Offense.
So that'll back him up 5.
That's it, baby. We're going.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game.
Switch.
This is Love. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. That one, a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
Now a handoff looking right. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. A quick throw. Here's Shepard. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. And now prior to this 3rd and 1, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this 3rd quarter. This is 3rd and 1. Very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. It's caught. Shepard. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. He had 1 touchdown earlier, nearly a 2nd one there.
Yeah, it took a touchdown-saving tackle to keep him out of the end zone after a big play. Perhaps you go right back to him. Don't need the distance, but maybe he can pay things off after a big effort.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. Going to give it to Love. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Redskins. Taking it in from a yard out as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Nice job of polishing off that drive, but all the credit there goes to that play prior.
Yeah, it certainly does, because after that big play, I think resistance almost felt futile at that point, didn't it? And the very next play, they come right back, quick, fast, and in a hurry, and put it in the end zone.
This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The L.A. offense ready to go for their next drive. First half showed us some pretty good offense. Tie game, we'll see what the second half brings.
And it'll be interesting because I think both sides feel pretty good about what their offenses are doing. Got to wonder what adjustments are being made defensively to try and get a spark and maybe slow down the other side.
But here, do you change up anything on this opening drive?
Not offensively, you don't. You got everything going your way. You've probably prepared for maybe some change-ups you might expect, but overall, you like what your game plan's showing you.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now it's gone. And that'll be caught by Cup. And they work this well upfield across the 45. Last play, they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards. A first down carry now for Miller. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11.
Another scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker, and what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. They'll get 4 out of that, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
From the 50, it's gone. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 33 yards that time. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Back now in Los Angeles. All even as we get ready to start the 4th. Well, some good games around the league here early in week 1, and this one's shaping up to be as good as any of them as we come up on a 1st and 10. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
This is what happens sometimes when you abandon the running game. It's hard to get back to it because once guys get out of that mentality of firing out and hitting people, hard to get them started again occasionally.
Goff now looks to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And this one is right through. And they take a 17-14 lead. So the drive here ends with a field goal. It does give them the lead, but this one's still certainly a long ways from over.
It definitely puts a lot of pressure on your defense to hold the lead, right? They're happy to have it and happy to be out there trying to do so. But I know as a former player, in the back of their mind, they're thinking, why don't you score the touchdown and seal this thing?
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go up and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. Here's Love again. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to see?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, Didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
But sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big third down conversion. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
Anytime the offense shows what they call a shot play or a chunk play where they're trying to get big yardage, sometimes people just call it gadget plays, and you hold it to a gain that we just saw there, you feel pretty good about yourself as a defense. Well, that play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week, and for a lineman trying to block on this play, they love when they get the defense moving in one direction, and when they try and change directions, it's a lot easier to pick them up and ward them off.
Now Haskins on first down. It's hauled in by Shepard. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. On second down now, it's Love. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
We saw a number of good games earlier today. This one might top all of those. It's been a dandy as we come up on 1st and 10. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down.
A gain of 12. First down, Washington.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Redskin football here as we welcome you back. They come up on a 1st and 10, desperately needing a score here on what could be their final drive.
Right there, 54, right there, right there. Here we go.
On first down, it's Haskins. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. John Johnson with the INT. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his second season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Now Washington going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here. Again, it's Miller. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now. The Redskins going to go ahead and use their final timeout as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Goff now to throw, and he can't get a throw away. He's taken down.
That's how we do it. That's how we do it.
A loss of 7.
Now, that was just absolute perfect man coverage. Nowhere for them to go with the football. Led to a sack.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Haskins to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Aaron Donald in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. Back to throw. And this is Shepard on the catch. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd. The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Come on, QB, come on. Watch twins. Watch twins. He's coming. Double up, double up. He's coming. Double up.
Throwing now is Haskins. And he's got his favorite target yet again. It's complete. A huge play there for Washington. 42 yards. What a game it's been for this duo.
They remind me of a good comedy team. They know how to play off of each other so well. No matter how one riffs, the other's right there to pick them up, and they are shredding them in this ball game.
So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down.
Slam, 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 slam.
Now it's Haskins. Completes this again to Shepard. And he'll be taken down at the 2-yard line. 15 more there, and they're on a roll. It's another 1st down. He'll look to throw. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
Brandon, you know I love boxing, right? You know I love big fights, right? I had given them the standing 8 count a few times along the way. And look at how this one ended.
Yeah, they had, well, I guess 9 lives, just like a cat, kept fighting, and they're in the end making the huge play to get the game winner.
I guess that's the epitome of you always have a puncher's chance.
And with the lead, no chance of a return spoiling this one here on the PAT. So Tech on the extra point for one more. What a finish as they wind up winning this one by 4. Well, that was a fun game to witness, partner. A touchdown there at the very end to win this thing.
And that's really where the emphasis is, right? The touchdown to win it. I know that they put a little on top, right? What's your favorite dessert? You know, what do you put on top of your favorite dessert?
You put whipped cream. Maybe a cherry.
There you go. The whipped cream, the cherry, whatever you want to talk about, that's what they put on it. But the story, the touchdown to win it, that's how they got it done.
So for Washington, not much to complain about here. They come in and steal a victory in a tough place to play on a Sunday night. And they'll get another road test next week as they head to Big D to take on the Cowboys. Meanwhile, for the Rams, they obviously fall to 0-1 with the defeat. And they'll try and turn